Hello, hello. I hope our voice is audible to everybody. It's loud and clear, right? Okay. So let's start with the video. So hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In the previous lecture, we have created a basic music player application. Okay. We have created an API and even implemented the API, and you were getting the result. Okay. So let me show you the project where we have exactly done. Okay. This is the project. This is a project that we have created so far, and here we have some of the main things, right? What we are going to do here is we are going to be now creating a recycle view. If you have been following me for the past couple of videos, you might be knowing that what exactly is recycle view. But if someone is new there and does not know what exactly is recycle view, I'll be explaining what exactly is recycle view within 5 minutes. Okay. So let's start with what exactly recycle view is. So recycle view is a powerful and flexible UI component that is used for displaying all these scrollable list or grid items. Okay, so this is a grid and these are the list. Okay, so these items can be displayed using recycle view. Okay, what it is an essential part for modern app development, providing a more efficient and customizable way to display list of data compared to older list view widget. Okay, so let's explore some of the recycle view in details. What are the couple of benefits? So first is efficiency. So let me zoom in a bit. So efficiency. So first one is efficiency over there. Why? Because recycle view is designed for efficient scrolling and rendering large lists and grid. It recycles and reuse item views as they scroll off the screen, okay, reducing the memory usage. Then we have customization. So customize. So we have customize over here. What it does over here, it allows you to extensively customize an item view and layouts, making it suitable for various types of content and UI designs. You can see that this is a customized card, or you can say customized, particular block of each and every individual, particular recycling view. Okay. Then you have animation support. You can see over here, recycle view supports item animation. Then you have the layout manager. So layout manager. Okay. So you have layout manager over here. Recycle view works with different layout managers. For example, linear layout manager, grid layout manager, and even staggered grid layout manager. Okay, to define the arrangement of particular items in the list or a particular grid. Okay, now talking about the key components. So key components. So what are the exact key components of our recycle view? So first off is the recycler view itself. So recycler. Yep. Recycler view itself is the first item. It is the main container view. Okay, that has some important thing that basically host the list or grid of items. Okay, then you have another thing called an adapter. So adapter like that. So this is the adapter. So recycle view adapter is what responsible for creating and binding data with individual views within this particular recycling. What it does, it basically binds all these things. Okay, binds this individual layout with all the other layouts as well. Okay, Then you have view holder. Okay. You have view holder, which has each item view in the recycle view, and what it does, this basically, uh, what can we say? This basically helps us backup. Okay, so each item view in the recycle view is backed up by view holder. Okay, the class optimizes view creation and binding by holding the reference of this particular views. Then what you have over here, layout manager. You have layout manager. You have layout manager. So the layout manager is basically responsible for determining the arrangements and positioning of items within the recycle bin. Last and the most last item is item decoration. So item decor. Item decor, I can write it like that. So what you can do, you can add item decorations to customize the spacing, divide, and adding more spaces between the items and all in the recycling view. Now, what are the some of the basic steps that we need to follow to implement recycling? But before starting that, let me make some clear difference between recycle view or list view, because list view also works similar to recycle view. Okay, but what are the main things that list view right here? It is very easy to implement, but doesn't means we should use it in all our projects. Okay, we have more options that will help us improve our performance and make our life easier. So we should basically try we should basically try to implement different items. Why? Because it will enhance our code and it will make the performance even more better. So because of this, list view shows the item in different and unique view. So more items we have, the more elements we need to create when the user scrolls up and down the list. On the other hand, what it is with recycle view right here, recycle view does is we have recycle view, as its name says, it recycles each and every particular view. See, you can see in this list over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after 10, it started to create 11 and 12. But in recycle view, 1. So as soon as this part is scrolled up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. And again, this part over here is getting reused. Okay. So this is the main thing why we use this recycle view. It basically enhances your performance and optimizes our code in a much efficient manner. This what does is this basically allows you to run our application in low power devices as well, because this thing requires a lot of computational power, which can sometimes cause a little lag and sudden failures of our application as well. Now, talking about some of the pros and cons of list view. So list view is easy to implement, so it is easy. Okay, and you have on item click listener. Okay, so on item I click listener like that you have in list view. Okay, but what are the disadvantages? That it performs bad in huge number of lists, and it is only supports for this vertical orientation as well. Only in this vertical orientation you can use it. Otherwise, it won't be allowed. Now, what we need to do, we need to understand what are the basic steps needed to start, basically to implement a recycle view. What we need to do, we need to firstly define. Okay, so define recycle view. So define the recycler view over here. This is the first step. Then where exactly we need to define in XML. So we need to firstly define recycle view in XML. Then we need to create an adapter. So create adapter. So what exactly is an adapter over here? You can see that in the recycle view sends return information, example about the number of items and all, adapter. Then you have the data source, view holder, and you need to create an instance. Okay. What it does, adapter will. So what exactly happens? Adapter allows, to bind basically, it is basically a bridge between data source and user interface. It allows us to, display the UI such as list view, recycle view, spinner and all. What are the basic purposes of adapter is data binding and populating UI widgets, view recycling and data modification, customizations and all these things. Okay. Now, what it does over here in this, you can see it can play a central role in Android development by enabling the presentation of data in user interface elements. Okay. These are one of the most essential components in creating a responsive and data-driven Android apps. Then you can see over here that firstly, it returns an information example about the number of items, get item.count. Then you have create a new view instances on create view holder. Then you need to populate the view items with data that is on bind view holder. Okay. And here you have the data sources and all these things. So what exactly we need to work with? Firstly, here in this code, firstly, you need to define a recycle view, then you need to create an adapter, then you need what? You need to create a view holder. So view holder like that. So then you need to create the view holder. Then you need to basically initialize. So initialize recycler view. So initialize recycle view like that. So these are the basic things that you need to do. Okay. Then populating data and handling item clicks. All these things are important. You can even add animation, swipe, and gestures and all that. Optimizing tips. All these things. Okay. So these are the basics of recycler view and how recycler view is, better than list view. So let's do one thing. Let's implement recycle view in our app. So let's get started. So now we need here to create an adapter. Okay. So adapter will be created by moving on to the project. Inside the project, you'll right click here and you like new Kotlin class file. And then what you will do it is you will name it as my adapter. Okay. So I'll name it as my adapter. Okay. So I'll name it as my adapter and I'll hit okay. Right. You can see that we have created class myAdapter. Okay. Inside this myAdapter, you need to write val context. Okay. You have to specify the context. Okay. So val context will be activity. Okay. And then you have val data list. So you need to even specify the data list over here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be telling our data list will be what? Data list will be having list. Okay. Inside the list, we have the old data which we have used that we will be giving it. Okay. So that will be the data. And this whole data will be stored inside the bracket of, not here, of this myAdapter. Okay. So you have to provide all these things to this myAdapter, then it will work. Okay. And you just need to import this activity and it will be fine. Okay. So you can see that you have created myAdapter class. Now inside this class, you need to firstly assign a recycler view. So recycler view dot adapter. That's recycler view dot adapter. Inside this you have my adapter. Okay, and my adapter dot my view holder. So inside this my view holder. This will be the main thing that you will be writing, and this view holder will be having what? Item view. Okay, so you are going to basically assign a view holder which will be having your item view. Okay, and let me remove this part from there. And my adapter dot view holder, inside this bracket we will be specifying more part. Okay, so recycler view has not been imported, so we will import that part as well. So import Android X dot recycler view dot widget dot recycler view. Okay, so we have imported our recycler view over there. Then we have written recycler view dot adapter. Inside this you have written my view adapter. Okay, now inside this adapter you need to specify many things. Why we are getting 12 errors? So expected a member declaration 8 line. So it says that it is expecting some member declaration. Oh yeah. So you need to cut this line from there, and it should be not there actually. It should be between this particular bracket. Okay. So what we will write colon, and then after this we will assign the recycler view, and inside this recycler view you need to tell my view holder. Okay, so it says my view holder is not there, so I'll click on create class my view holder like this. Okay, in this file itself it should create my view holder. So my view holder has been created. Okay, now inside this my view holder we need to firstly specify item. We need to specify item. Okay, so item view will be what? Not recycler view. Item view will be plain view over here. Okay, this one. And also we will be telling that we are going to be using a recycler view. So recycler view dot view holder. Okay, inside the view holder, what we will be storing? Item view. Okay, item view we will be storing inside recycler view. Okay, yeah. And now after this, we are going to be creating some functions. So what functions we will be creating? We will be writing on create, override, create view holder. Okay. Inside this, you have to specify one function. Then you have one more, override get item count. It will give you the item count. Okay. So inside this, what you will do, you just need to write return data list dot size. Okay. So data list dot size. This is the only thing that this particular function will be giving us. Then we will write override on bind view holder, and inside this on bind view folder we will be populating our data into the view. Populating the data into all these things we will be doing there. Okay. So this part is done over here. Now what we need to be specifying more functions here. Okay, so here till now we have created a basic adapter. Now we will head over to the layout file. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll go to the res. Inside this res folder, we will see this. We have a main activity layout. So we'll go right click on the layout and I'll write layout resource file. And inside this layout resource file, I'll write each item, each underscore item dot xml. Okay, so each item dot xml like that will write it. So we'll click OK. And as soon as we will click OK, you can see that we have got a basic layout panel. Okay, so inside this layout panel, what we are going to do, we are going to be designing. So firstly, instead of this constraint layout, okay, we will change this to linear layout. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll change this part to linear layout. Let me remove this. I'll just type linear layout. Okay, so we will give it a linear layout, and this is the basic linear layout that we are giving. Okay, and we will even specify the orientation over here. So orientation will be vertical. That's it about the orientation part. Now, what we will do, we will go to the design part, and here we will search for card. Okay, so I basically need a card over here. I'll write card. Okay, and here you can see we are getting a card view. So what I'll do here is I'll add a card view right here. Okay. Now after adding this card view, we will write image. So what you need to do, you need to firstly search for an image. It's image view. Okay, so we are specifying an image view. Let's keep it an avatar version as of now. Okay. So here you can see that we are getting a basic image. Now, after writing this image, what you need to add more things. Okay, so you need a basic button. Okay, so what you can do, you can either, create a separate button, or you can just use it in a normal way. Okay, so let me do some changes. I'll go over to this code, and here, what it says image view, which asks me for description. So let me wait for that part. I'll cut this out, and what I'll be doing here is I'll add one more layout. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me add one more linear layout. Okay. So we'll go to layouts and linear layout horizontal. So now you can see that we have got a horizontal layout, and right after this layout, we will paste that file. Okay. So what this will do, this will create. So we have a normal layout. Now if you will see design, now you can see we have an horizontal layout. Now after this we will add one more image view. Okay, so I'll search for image view. Okay, so we'll add an image view, and here I'll search play. Yeah, you can see either you can search it for play, pause, or something like that, and there you will get that part as well. Let me do one thing. Let's add some of the differences over here. Oh, so what I'll do inside this, I'll add one more. Let me go to the code and let me remove this part. Okay, so yeah, this part is removed. I'll go for design, and after this we'll go for image view. So yeah, image view will go here.